My dear child, the universe wants you to know you have a masterpiece within you waiting to be birthed out into the world. Your life is one big masterpiece and you are the co creator. There is something bigger out there and something greater to explore and to become. So, when you create through inspiration, you align naturally with the powerful workings of the universal mind. So, inspired actions happens when you are working in the flow of what it is you are wishing to create. And you will naturally know that what needs to happen next because everything is working in harmony this. So when you are not in touch with inspiration, you block the flow and begin to push against the thing you are trying to create. So turn towards your future with enthusiasm and know that a divine leap of faith is required in order to claim the reward that the universe is offering. So you may not feel ready, you may not be ready, but there is so much magic. It is in the air. So the universe is waiting to support you with infinite love and guidance. So enjoy the process of creating, and the steps to get there will happen so naturally, and you will forget that you are actually taking action. So you will simply be in the pure joy of creating. So universe is giving you signs that 5 people have entered your life who will work great miracles for you. They are going to make everything positive and radiant for you in your life. So the universe has chosen them for you by magical divine powers. So my child, know that the mountains did not become mountains in one day. So the life you are trying to build for yourself will take time and maybe a long time. But do not let it go. Do not give up on it. And when you feel like it is not happening, hang in there. So know that there will be days of worry and restlessness along this journey. But that is okay. Trust that you are going to get there one day, and all the missteps, the disappointments, all of them will make sense. Today, your job is simply to believe in the process and carry on doing your best. So even though you are broken and hurt, even though your life is still difficult, there are reasons for you to stay, to trust in the person you already are. So your journey may be far from a perfect one. Maybe it is messy and you don't even know where you are. Remember that it is still a worthy one. So no matter how hard it gets, as long as you are holding on to the hope in your heart, the difficult will not remain difficult, and even the endings you might encounter along this journey will lead you to new starts. So my child, know that good luck and fortune are now in your favor. A cycle of change, success and growth is in store. So life ebbs and flows in its natural journey, and your good karma has come full circle. So what you show, you are about to reap. So open up your heart and accept and receive what you have earned. Opportunities, whether expected or unexpected, are knocking at your door. So, this is a time to allow your problems to be replaced by solutions and believe in destiny. And as you learn to let go of old issues, so you are being given the chance to understand the lessons and gain the wisdom from the past, enabling you to move steadily and forward in a positive direction. Holding on to a strong belief that you deserve to be happy and prosperous and have a abundance in all areas of your life is the key. This confident mindset will show you that the impossible can indeed become the possible, so don't wait. Whatever you have been putting off, now is the time to act. Action creates momentum. Whatever you have been wishing and waiting for, this is the right time to move forward without looking back. So, even if you have to face your fears, in order to do so, look them in the eye with a calm and clear gaze and walk right on ahead. So take advantage of all opportunities, and the actions you take now will reap massive rewards in the future. Stand tall, raise your first to the sky and leap into actions. Break out the champion because victory is in reach. If you are open to the opportunities, it's yours for the taking. The universe wants to gift you divine blessings. Enjoy the fact that destiny is presently in your favor. My child, know that. The journey ahead of you is pure magic. You made the difficult decisions to eliminate the energy that no longer served you. You grow in solitude, you became a better version of yourself. The world around you is responding to these transformational inner changes you have made. Breathe deeply and know that what is in store for you is magical beyond your wildest dreams. Learn to love the lights and the lows of process. Keep walking the path. If you could see just a glimpse of what is about to happen in your life, all you would do is smile and give thanks. You have no idea how many blessings are coming your way. Focus on the things you can control. Have a faith and trust that everything is aligning in your favor, no matter how it may appear. My child, know that if God wants you to have it, the blessings will forever have your name on it. There is nothing that you can or cannot do to change that. As you continue walking the way God wants you to walk. And that is why it is important to not overthink or harbor over the way things unfold in your life. There is a certain timing and purpose attached to everything that you face in life, and as you begin to truly rely on faith and not sight, you will realize that your circumstances are actually working for you, not against. So, my child, know that. Stop trying to figure everything out and being hard on yourself. Drop the rush about knowing what is next. Nothing good ever comes out of obsessing thinking. You have to understand that once you give too much energy to figuring things out, sooner or later, the ego will take you to the worst case scenario. Instead of thinking too much, learn to just be, and you don't have to train your mind to just be because the mind knows doing, not being. And being comes from your soul, and it is simply a trust in the divine timing of the universe, and that you naturally drop the mind. Obsessive thinking means trying to obsessively control everything in life and just accept things as they are and enjoy the isness of life. Realize that no matter how much you stay in your head, you will always find yourself living life in the now and just be present once in a while so that you can start using thinking when you really need it and just be aware and present. My child, know that there is no bigger game change for being happy, healthy, and abundant than leading by example. It can be tempting to push self help or therapize the people we care about, but real life examples impact them the most. Living a life filled with healing is evidence that your cup is overflowing and it will create a ripple effect around you. People will always be able to sense how you feel about yourself through your choices. If you are staying in a relationship with someone who is not meeting your needs, you are teaching others that you are willing to self-abandon for the sake of someone else. So when you are ready to walk out of a secure job to pursue your dreams, you show others that your joy lies in your alignment with your purpose. Every decision made is a lesson served to your family, friends, community, and yourself. When people see you're living from a place of emotional wellness, it inspires them to put the same feelings surrounding peace and clarity. The great thing is that we all have access to healthier emotions. For example, have you ever had a bad day and then seen a stranger do something kind for someone? And instantly, your mood shifts. For a moment, you remember what pure love is, and your body and mind feel it. Even for just a few minutes, you let go of what was bothering you. When you that vibration of love, peace, joy, and gratitude, you became that sweet relief for others and that reminder of being emotionally healthy and spiritually aligned. Being emotionally healthy also looks like standing your ground, setting boundaries, exercising healthy coping skills, processing pain, reflecting on your actions. And having emotional agility, stress management, and good self esteem. My child, know that. You will grow what you choose to plant inside yourself. So, plant seeds of positivity, compassion, respect, and admiration. And you are the caretaker, the gardener of your mind. The more you nourish and protect your mind, the more bountiful it will grow. So remind yourself to be gentle and kind, and as you bloom into yourself, remind yourself to be empathic as you survive the storms and the seasons. So remind yourself of your capacity to produce the luscious leaves and the rosiest flowers. So remind yourself of all the beauty that resides in you, and you are your sunlight, water, and food. You are your source of survival and happiness. Find love and gentleness for yourself as your seeds sprout and fold and flourish into your trust self. You are the gardener of your soul. So, my child, know that a beautiful life is not stumbled upon, it is built and it is chosen and it is nurtured over the years. A beautiful life is made from the heart, not the head, and it is not one we can rationalize our way into, and it is one that must be felt. A beautiful life is not one that is immediately comfortable, but one growth through the acknowledgement of what is worth being uncomfortable for. So it is not one that is easy, it is one that is worth it, and a beautiful life is composed of the things our 90 years old selves would have wished and we would done with the years in which we were so young but did not realize. And so before the decades piled up and passed us by, and we came to find how little time even the luckiest among us have. So it is made of all the little whispered prayers and they would have for us, and as they look back, the same way we imagine our younger selves now and wish we could impart and instill so much guidance. So often learning in the direction of go where your heart already calls you, move towards the truth you already know. So, a beautiful life is made with someone who not only makes you fall in love with them, but makes you fall in love with the person you became because of them. The kind of human being they push and inspires you to be, the kind of person who loves you as you are while still holding space for your growth. The kind who would carry you down the steps if you could not walk anymore, and who would hold your hand until the last minute of the last hour, with whom you could have nothing but it would still feel like everything. Happiness is not how your life appears, it is the quality of your connection to it and how deeply and intimately those bonds run. How much you truly care about what you were doing and the people around you and the memories you made and how bravely you put your heart into your days. So rather than hiding yourself away and wondering if you could make things appear full on the surface while it all sits empty just beneath. Ever feel not good enough and should have done more or done different, and if only you would have known, if you don't do it no one else will. And you could have prevented that. It is all on you. Newsflash, you are not god. Bad stuff's gonna happen. You can't know everything nor do everything. You don't know God's plan. Maybe it needs to fail, and maybe it is not supposed to work out. Trust God, do what you can, and let it play out. You are enough, and the faith of the universe is not on you, and you get to leave God's job to Him. So, my child, know that genuine connection is easy and it is peace, and when you find it, you will know. You will feel seen. You will feel like you are discovering the shadow of your own heart in another human being. Slowly, through loving the right people, you will come to realize that the human beings who are made for you in this world will not exhaust you or hollow you out, or leave you feeling like you are hard to love. Slowly, you will come to realize that you do not have to romanticize the things in this life and that hurt. You do not have to run towards the fire. Love does not have to feel like a fight and does not have to feel like battle and does not have to wound. Slowly, you will learn how to lie down your arms, how to walk away from those who will only ever love you in halves. Slowly, you will learn that you cannot love someone into loving you or being ready if they are not. You cannot love someone into their potential. You cannot close their hands around your hurt, and if they are not willing to hold it, you have to let them go. You have to focus on the people in your life who bring you back home to yourself, and you have to focus on standing up for that kind of connection, on honoring the calm because it exists, and I hope you learn to trust that, because when you come across it, when you ultimately experience it, it feels as if you are standing at a door you finally have the keys for, and you enter it with ease. So there is no fumbling through your jacket pocket trying to find the right way in, and there is no desperately reaching into your back trying to uncover the point of access. And you are no longer begging your first against the door asking to be invited in, and you walk through softly, relief washes over you. You take off your shoes, you hang your coat in the closet, you put on a pot of coffee, and you are home. You are home. So, dear God, I have recently come to the realizations that I am in love with life. The way we see life directly affects our actions towards it. Expecting that life will be easy and gentle all the time is naive, and life has challenges, life has failures. We can choose to let them defeat us and destroy us, or we can choose to be resilient and determined. Personally, I would not want a life with no challenges. How else could I grow and evolve as a person? I would not want a life where everything was guaranteed, because how else would I have goals and work towards achieving them? I would not want to play it safe all the time, because now else would I experience the thrill of adventure. I would not. I'm too in love with life to give up, feel helpless, or just hope for the best without taking action. Instead, I choose to face challenges with courage and determination, and turn failures into opportunities for growth and learning. And as I see everything through a new lens, I'm liking who I am becoming. So I'm becoming someone who is not afraid to take risk, who is resilient in the face of challenges, and who cherish every moment of life, even the difficult one. So my child, know that. John 13 takes place during the Last Supper. During the supper, Jesus began washing the disciples' feet, but the disciples did not understand. And Peter even protested and told Jesus that he would never wash his feet. So Jesus told Peter that if he did wash his feet, that Peter would not belong to him. And Peter told Jesus then to also wash his head and hands. But Jesus told his disciples that they were clean, but not all of them, and Jesus knew who would betray him, Judas, and that he was not clean. Jesus did this to show us to wash one another's feet. Jesus set an example for his disciples to show them to be humble and to serve one another. So Jesus told his disciples that one of them would betray them, and after being asked by John, called the one whom Jesus loves, who would betray him, Jesus told them it would be who he gave the piece of bread after he dipped it. And after dipping the bread, he gave it to Judas Iscariot. And in verse 34-35, Jesus gives a new commandment. A new commandment I give you to you, that you love one another. And as I loved you, that you also love one another. So by this all will know that you are my disciples, and if you have love for one another. Jesus tells us to love one another and how he has loved us. Jesus says that by loving one another, all will know that we are Jesus' disciples. My child, know that. I am learning so much from David through the plasma he wrote. His pure dependence on God is honestly shocking. I think we all love the idea of being fully confident in God, but when push comes to shove, it can be a real challenge to commit to that deep dependence. I am encouraged by his faith, his commitment, and his complete confidence. When he faces trouble, he prays, holds nothing back, and a complete outpouring to the Lord. He goes straight to the source, to the one who controls it all. Such a lesson in troubles. Look to the Lord, go straight to the source and pour it all out, lay it all at His feet. That some confidence in God can be ours. We can have that some dependency on the Lord. He is faithful to show up, He is just, He is loving, and He is unwavering. God has given each of us an assignment, and He had gifted us each with individual gifts and talents that He designed to be used in the kingdom. And to bring more glory to His name. Are you being faithful like these governors were to their king? Is using your talents and gifts for God at the forefront of your mind? Or are you spending your energy elsewhere? Have you ever thought that if we devoted our time first to the kingdom, God would regenerate us and restore us until the job is done? So, my child, know that. When you have a strong mother, you never feel alone. No matter what, you have someone who will pick you off the floor and when you struggle to stand. Someone who will remind you that you are powerful enough to get through your darkest days. Someone who will push you to follow your dreams because you are enough to reach success. And when you have a strong mother, you learn to cultivate your independence, how to survive on your own, and how to thrive on your own. You figure out how to take care of yourself just like she did, and because you want to make her proud. When you have a strong mother, you are smart enough to see that crying does not equate to weakness. You understand that even the bravest souls broke down so minimize. And that even the toughest file, people can feel like their world is falling to pieces in front of them. And when you have a strong mother, you grow into a strong human yourself. For a father, it looks like a long conversations about every random WhatsApp messages they get. And for a mother, it looks like small but many messages that ask you if you are eating and sleeping on time. And for your brother, it looks like a random meme or two exchange between the two of you. And the kind only you would find funny for a friend. It looks like a random call where you pick up where you left is the last time, and we don't always say I love you in a very same words. Dear someone, know that I have not felt like myself in months. My skies have been done pouring, and I let the flesh flood of emotions drown me entirely. The truth is, I have been in hiding. And would you believe me if I said that my emerald eyes have not recognized the person in the mirror for over 2 years? You would be shocked to learn that. I never allow myself the same sunshine that I radiate onto others because I am pretender. I am terrified that you will leave me lonely like all the rest, so I let the masquerade carry on. And I'm counting down the days until I'm free of this place. But what will be next? Who will I be? This future me. And hope she is not afraid. I hope she is brave enough to let her walls crumble. I hope she gives herself the chance to fall in love. And I hope she finds the courage to leave her hometown behind to start her new life in a faraway city. And I hope that she is content in her solitude and gracious in company. So I hope she is everything and I was and everything and I hope to become. I hope she is the version of me that I can finally be proud of. Dear someone, know that. The night he left, it rained a lot. Maybe it was not as heavy as the storm that was consuming me and inside my head. It was as if the tears I had been holding back for so long were finally falling from the sky, releasing the pent up emotions and I had been suppressing. I stood outside in the pouring rain, letting the drop wash over me, trying to cleanse away the memories of him. But no matter how hard I tried, I could not forget how he used to me. How he mistreated me, how he left me broken and alone. I wanted to cry, to curse him out, to scream the pain away. I wanted him to feel everything I felt. I held onto the pen. I kept it close like a shield, a reminder of what I went through and what I survived. Sometimes I think he was supposed to leave, that we were not even supposed to meet, and maybe in alternate universe he did not even exist. I will never get back to the person I used to be, but I'm learning how to walk with my heart on a sleeve, and I'm learning how to laugh even when it gets too dark and life is not so bright. I'm learning to forgive without receiving apologies, and I'm learning how to unlove him even though his name is etched in my heart. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like if you were mine, what art we would have on the walls, your and mine overlapping. Photos of each other blurry and laughing, how many breakfasts we would spend saying after this we go right back to bed. Maybe we'd spend Friday evening dancing and running into each other and excuse to look just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Maybe I would write a novel on a love story for the world to read and contemplate and dream of a love like ours, yours. Maybe we'd travel to all the places we dream about. Maybe I would drill poetry down your bones, trying to convince you how beautiful you are to me. And maybe you would do the same. Maybe we'd have a daughter, maybe a son, maybe both. We would have a cute little family, and I would be telling my friends at gatherings that I could not be happier. That reality is finally better than my dreams. Maybe you would have loved my mom, and maybe she would not have said you were good for me, but you are not mine, and I just can't help but wonder. So, my child, know that. The Five of Wands remind us that conflict is a part of life. Conflict cannot be avoided forever. Conflict comes up in every relationship, good and bad. And it is not conflict itself that causes issue, but how we handle it. And the Five of Wands remind us that we can choose how we handle conflict. We can choose to do with this hostility, or we can choose to do this with grace and kindness. So it's time for you to have an honest conversation and resolve the issue. There is a feeling of happiness and optimism in the Four of Wands card. This card indicates a formal or organized celebration or party. Something wonderful has happened, and you and your friends or family or colleagues have the chance to really acknowledge all the hard work you put into achieving your goal. So this can be anything such as a wedding, a birthday party, a retirement party, or graduation celebration. It could even be something like celebrating a victory. And also there is a potential for a new relationship or a deeper commitment in an existing one. So sometimes this could also mean marriage. Six of Cups. This card signifies simplicity, playfulness, innocence, goodwill, and sharing, having children, or taking care of. And also small but heartfelt acts of kindness can change the vibration of a situation, creating a ripple effect of sweetness. This card can represent either a current act or memory of a past experience. So when you give or receive such a gift, it can also represent receiving an inheritance. It is a great time to get involved in creating or team projects. It indicates successful teamwork, creativity, and prosperous collaborations. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God. And if you want your all wishes come true, type amen. And if you like this video, please do subscribe my channel for more encouraging God words.